Hello beautiful lovers, welcome back to this house of fashion. Hope you have a wonderful day. Today's episode is going to be based on how to cut this lovely style you're seeing on the screen. You can see how beautiful this style is. It's a trendy style and it's a combination of two fabric, the Duchess fabric, then the ashok. You can see how full the side is. So in this class I'm going to put you through how to get the style perfectly, including the sewing aspect. So you can see the two sides here. So I'm going to tell you the yards you will need for a particular length, because you can see how full this is. It's a gather split that we did here. So I'm making use of 5 yard here of the Duchess fabric, and the ashoke is the length of the, is going to be the length of the particular style you're cutting. So this is my Duchess fabric and this is the ashoke. So I use 5 yards since I'm making use of 53 inches length. That's why I'm making use of 5 yards of Duchess fabric. But assuming you're making use of 60 and above, you will need up to 6 yards of Duchess fabric. And the ashoke is going to be the length of what, as in the length is going to be the twice length of what, the ashoke is at both sides, but we are going to reduce the wideness of the ashoke because it's not how it came that we're going to use it directly. So we're deducting up to like 3.5 inches from the wideness of the ashoke to get the distance of the two busts, because when you check it out, you're going to see the distance of the two busts is what we use for the ashoke, and the ashoke is about 6 inches in wideness. So by the time you're using 6 inches in two places, that is going to give us about 12 inches, and what we needed is just 8 inches. So that's why I reduce some inches from each ashoke before placing it at the front. So the first thing I'll be doing here is to cut this particular style on a pattern before placing it on the fabric. So I'll be folding this into 4, leaving my zip allowance at the front. There's going to be a zip allowance, don't forget, at the front. So I'll be folding this into 2 first like this, then into 4. So here is after it's been folded into 4. You can see with my zip allowance of 1 inch, don't forget. So I'm taking my shoulder measurement after the zip allowance. So here is it. This is not constant, it depends on the measurement you are dealing with. Then the shoulder slant is here. Then I'm going to take the armhole measurement as well. Then after the armhole measurement, I'm going to take my half length, half length, half length. So this is my half length, you can see. Then after the half length, I'm going to determine the hip point. All these measurements I'm taking, they are not constant. It depends on the measurement you are working with. So this is my hip point here. The hip point is here. Then I'll be taking my bust measurement. But before then, let me make them on a straight line first, like this. Like this. And the hip point as well, like this, you can see. So after that, I'm going to connect from here to the shoulder slant, like this. So before then, you can bring out the shape of the armhole first before taking the bust measurement. Just know that after when you have taken your bust measurement, you're going to connect it, as in just straighten it to the bust measurement and allowance. So you can bring this out first, and you can as well take it out after when you have taken your bust measurement. This is not constant. So this is the armhole. Here is the waist measurement, the hip point, then the full length of the dress, you can see. So this is what we're going to do. We're going to take our bust measurement divided by 4, the waist measurement divided by 4, the hip measurement divided by 4. So this is my bust measurement divided by 4, as you can see. Then you're going to add a seam allowance to it, which is the same thing as sewing allowance. So I'm adding 1 inch of seam allowance. It's not constant, it depends on the allowance you want to add to your sewing. The waist measurement also divided by 4. You can see a seam allowance as well. Then the hip measurement divided by 4, like this, as you can see, is a seam allowance of 1 inch. Then we can connect everything together. Connect from the hip, from the waist to the bust, from the waist to the hip, like this. Then if you want your this is straight gown, so I want it pencil, you don't want it to be too big at the down part, so you can use what you use at the waist, at the down part here, just to make it pencil. No, it's not going to tie it because there is still going to be a zip at the front and there is a slit at the front. So I make use of the waist measurement here. Then I added 13 inches of the seam allowance. I'm going to add it here also, like this. Then connect it from the hip to the full length. So this is how you're going to do it. You can see it's pencil now. So these are the necessary measurements. The first step you have to take before cutting it on the fabric. You take your full length, the shoulder measurement, the bust, the waist, the hip, the length. So it's a turtleneck, so I don't want the neck to be too wide. So I'm making use of these inches for the wideness of the neck. Then 1 inch for the deepness of the back. Then 2 inches or 2.5 inches for the deepness of the front. This is not constant, so I'm going to connect this to the wideness of the neck. Then connect this also to the wideness of the neck, so I can now cut them out. So that is the first one I cut was the back, then this is the front. Don't forget, the front is going to be the one that has zip allowance because there's going to be a zip at the front. So after this now, I'm going to connect it to the shoulder slant. So after the connection, then I'm going to cut it out. So after the cutting, the next thing to cut out the dart, of which you're going to use our ashoke on. So you can now go ahead now by taking the dart measurement, that's the distance of the two busts, that's nipple to nipple. So here I'm making use of 2.5 inches. This is not constant, it depends on the distance you are working on. So I'll take it down to the full length because it will affect both back and front, just as the ashoke is not going to be at the back, it's only at the front. So you take it down to the full length to make a straight line. You can see to the full length. As you can see. So and I'm going to make use of my ruler to rule it out. So you can see you can now cut it like this. So this is where the work is starting from. This is the center back and these two are the center front. So my this thing does not cut this properly, so let me just cut. I've done with the cutting here. So this is the two front, and we have a single back. We now have 4 sides. So is this 4 sides, the 4 sides that we're going to recut to get another longer side, which will be more longer than this particular one. You can double this length, you can triple it, you can even multiply by 4. It depends on your fabric. That's why I said I'm making use of 5 yards of this fabric to cut out, since I'm dealing with length 53. But here, if you are making use of 60 inches length, you can make use of 6 yards to 7 yards. It depends on how full you want that gather split to be. So you cannot place the side on the fabric like this. Now I'm placing it on the on another pattern paper that is more longer than this. So assuming you are placing it on your fabric, it will be more longer than it. So you can now start. This is the half cut. From the half cut, we come down to up to, when you check out the style, you come down up to like 6 inches. I'm talking about the standard measurements, not this measurement I'm using anymore. The measurement I'm using here just come down with 3 inches. But if you are sewing it on a normal, if you are cutting it on a normal length, you have to come down to up to like 6 to 5 inches before the gathers is going to take place. I'm going to show it to you again. So you can see the pleat does not start immediately at the waist. It's some inches after the waist, that's before the hip point. So that is it. So that is what you're going to do here. After placing it on the another fabric this way, then you start to cut. But the fabric you are placing it on, or the pattern paper you are placing it on, you have to fold it into 4. You're cutting it once. As you can see the length that this used to be more than the actual size that I bought. You can see it's more than, but on the fabric you have to make it longer than this. So I'm just using this as an example. You have to make it longer than this. Let me just show you the sides that I cut to see how long you can make it to be. You can see it. You can see this is the actual one. The side, you can see it. You can see how long the one we are replacing it with is going to be because of the gathers. You can see. So this is the one that we used to cut it out. We are going to remove it. I'm not going to use that again. So that is what I want to do here. So this is into 2, then into 4. This is now folded into 4. This is how you're going to fold your fabric. You're going to fold it into 4 with a long length. Then you're going to pick one of those sides. It's a 4 sides. So you're going to pick one of those sides, then you place it on your fabric like this. After that, then you're going to know the wideness you're adding to the hip, because it's not going to be the exact measurement you cut out. They're going to replace back to make it suspend. It's suspended to make it be like that. So you have to add some inches to it. So what you're folding out must be bigger than what you cut out from the fabric. You can add up to, I think the one we cut out, we added up to 7 inches for each side. 7 inches for one side, 7 inches for the other side. So it's about 14 inches added to each side. So you can now cut it out. So it's going to be the same shoulder, the same armhole. At the bust line to the waist is very firm. So you're not adding any excess to that point. So they are going to have the same breast point, the same waist to some inches that I told you is going to go down. I told you on a normal clothes is going to be about 6 inches. Then after that 6 inches, then you are going to cut it out like a flay. You can see the way I did. Yeah, just to add that inches to it. Yes, just to add that inches to it. Then when getting to the full length, you must make it pencil again. You understand? You must make it pencil because at the full length it must not big as well. At the down part it must not be, it's a pencil, so it has to be pencil. So you just have to cut, you just have to slant it a bit so that it won't be the same wideness as the upper part. You understand when you're cutting it better. You can see the way I did it now. Yes, so this is how you're going to do it. So that is how I did it. You can see. So this is how you're going to do it. So this is, you can see the wideness of the, you can see the additional wideness we added to the hip. You can see it's bigger. So that one we are not going to use it again. This is what we are using. These are the fourth sides we are using now. So that particular one is of no use again. So this is what we're going to add to the center front and the center back. So after this, we are going to bring out our, not this is the side that we cut out. We are not using this anymore. So this is what we are using now. This is what we are going to use now. So these are the 4 pieces we are using. So this particular ashoke, you're going to cut it in equal sides with the center front. You understand? With the center front, you're going to place it on, you're going to use it as a, no, this ashoke is going to be on top of the fabric, just to that. Now then the fabric is going to be the facing, but at the back does not have any ashoke. So this is how you're going to do it. You're going to join it to some inches, and after joining it, you're going to make this essays to make it gathers. You can see. So I'm going to put it through on how to do this. I'm going to show it to you. Please watch out for part 2. If you are new to my channel, please subscribe to my channel now, so that by the time I upload the part, because I'm uploading the part 2 immediately, so in aspect, you're going to be the first